Baby, I don't know what y'all are thinking about this show so far, but what I do know is Seduce and Scheme is a banger to me. And we are jumping to it all summer, baby. Yeah. What's up, ladies, gents, queens, kings, and commentators? It's the one and only, you can't clone me, Queen, baby. Welcome to my channel, and as always, we are recapping or reviewing a movie or series that must be talked about. And in this video, we are recapping season 1, episode 2 of HBO Max new show, Rashi. And before we dive in, y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, please. Let me just say that I love that we got 2 episodes for the premiere of the show, because we all know Issa and her company love to give us these 30-minute episodes that have us fiending for more. So the fact that we basically got an hour of rap shit was lovely. But anyways, getting into the episode, we get into Mia talking to her friends about Shauna and asking if they remember her from high school and how they all used to hang out. And one girl didn't even remember her. And the other girl was very defensive about not hanging out with Shauna, and how Shauna was one of those girls that thought she was smarter than everyone. This is like the second time someone has brought up how Shauna was big-headed in high school. So now I know it's true. And they said her daddy was a teacher, so she definitely was one of those aggravating girls that thought she was on top of the world in them classes. Which is fine, but child, these girls do not like her. All I know is I'm the friend that don't remember, because man, my memory's so bad, and sometimes, and sadly, people are just not memorable, especially from high school. My God. Now, what I do have to say is I like Mia friends because their characters are funny, especially the one that said, "Get the fuck on." Child, listen, that was too funny. I felt that, and she felt that in her soul. And the other friend looked like the rapper girl, light-skinned Keisha. And I know that was a random thought, but I had to say it because the two of them definitely favor. And we all know light-skinned Keisha been in her acting bad lately on the show Power, so I thought it was her. But beyond all of that, I like them, and they are always keeping it real with Mia, especially about her baby daddy. Even though we know she won't listen, I mean, they still, you know, try to give her something. I also feel like Mia friends are going to help with the inspiration with her music when her and Shauna start taking the rap group thing seriously, because if they are going to be talking about seducing, scheming, and running it up on these dudes, they need to draw inspiration from somewhere, because neither one of them are really living like that. At least not right now.
Y'all bitches about to make me break out into hives. See, that's why I don't fuck with broke niggas. Cause the risk is like too high.
Because we know Lamont around here taking forever to give Mia her coins. So he, you know, is low-key a joke and a capper. And well, Shauna is just not that girl at all. I mean, she got the, you know, the scamming part, but the other part is not hitting, at least not yet. Then again, I guess that's where their balance fall in, because Mia and her OnlyFans platform is the seducing, and Shauna is the scheming. Well, would you look at that? I connected a clue. Call me goddamn Blue's Clues. But anyways, staying on Mia, my girl is just over it with Lamont, because he must have came up on some money and flogging on social media and showing it all on his stories, talking a big game. And when she seen it, she called him, because I am assuming at this point he still hasn't given her his half of the rent money. So at this point, I am confused just like her with Mr. Got Money Lamont, because where is the money? And on top of that, their daughter is cutting up in school, so she has to go see about that. And she's at a job where the people is micromanaging her. So it's just too much going on, and my good sis need a break, okay? But keep working, girl. Don't take no breaks. You got things to do. And things to pay. Now, Shauna, on the other hand, is on cloud 9 because she posted the seducing scheme freestyle she did with Mia on her TikTok, and it is getting way more attention than her other posts usually get. So she calls up her friend Jill. Now, Jill is the girl that works at Spotify that Shauna keeps contacting to see if she can get her music or her raps in front of some lady at Spotify, or just somebody at Spotify. Well, Jill has finally answered Shauna. Now, as Shauna is talking to Jill, and they are talking about a time where Jill got, really drunk, all I can think about is Shauna isn't as stuck up and boring as everyone makes her out to be. She probably was just a nerdy girl in high school, but they always said they were the ones with the little wild side to them. You gotta watch out for them. They always said that. But on from that, Shauna wants backing from Jill to get her name into the rooms over at Spotify. But Jill is on some, girl, you finally got some attention from social media freestyles, but do you have any music? Did you lay down some tracks in the studio so I could show the people, like, what more do you have to offer than a 1-minute TikTok video? Now, Jill didn't say it like that, but she wanted to. And instead, she told Shauna she would see what she can do once she finally have more, once Shauna has more to offer. But child, Jill's so messy because she called their other friend BB to complain about Shauna and her new adventure of being in the rap group. And see, that's what I don't like, because I'm the type of person that's gonna have the same energy with all my friends. So what I tell you, or if I'm talking about you behind your back, I probably said it to your face. And the same way with other people. But Jill was more open about how she felt about Shauna to BB than she was to Shauna. It's like I get both sides on this situation. Shauna wants support and backing from her friend that is in a position to get her name in rooms she can't reach yet. And I get that. But what Shauna isn't thinking about or respecting is that maybe Jill isn't in a place or position where she can do that. Or maybe she isn't comfortable yet. And on top of that, Shauna doesn't have much to offer. Now in Jill's case, she isn't being straightforward with Shauna, which is why Shauna keeps blowing her up. And Jill has stated that she wants to help Shauna, but I think she feels like if she is going to go to bat for her friend at a big company like Spotify in her job, then Shauna needs to have everything in order and be consistent, which is why I get, Jill's stance on everything too. Her stance on the situation. I feel like when we really get deep into the show, it's going to be a big blow up with them two. Maybe Shauna will blow up and diss Jill because she never helped. Or maybe Jill's going to start boasting about how Shauna is her friend at work when she really, when she finally blows up. I don't know, but something big will definitely happen between them two. I can feel it in my soul. Moving along in the show, Cliff and his friends done found Shauna freestyle. And within that, one of his lame, corny friends, I feel like Cliff's name is one too, but whatever, friends that play Twitch all day found out that Mia had OnlyFans because he recognized her boobs because he is subscribed to her page. Now mind you, they are having a full-blown conversation about everything while the boy is on Twitch live. So the people in the live is making comments and just listening in. All I know is, one of these episodes, somebody live is going to catch up to them. Watch. But anyways, there was a scene in the episode where Mia calls up her mom to watch her daughter, and man, her mama ain't no good. And no, it's not like she's a bad mom or anything. She's just one of those ones that probably never really gave Mia the attention she needed. And now Mia is kind of trying to break that cycle in her own way. And Mia always hint that people never really guided her in certain situations, which is why she's been falling short in her life. And I like this scene because it's giving Mia character some sense and calmness. Like, she ain't no dummy. She's just not in the best place right now, and she clearly wants better, which is what I can respect the most. So when Mia's mom says she'll watch the baby girl, she ends up over at Shauna's place where she done made this rinky-dink studio in her closet. Now listen. It's not the best studio, but it's a start, and that's all that matters. Plus, they're happy to get started. But baby, that excitement quickly ends when it's time for them to write them lyrics down, because Shauna done created a whole song about Sally Mae and how she seduced and schemed people into higher education. Girl, what? I literally screamed. The fact that her mind went there tickled me too much. Listen, Mia wasn't here for that at all. So she told Shauna, let's rap about fun girl things, maybe fast cars or money, and something fun. But some way, somehow, Shauna found a way to make it a black movement song from those two topics. And Mia was over it and acted like she was going to the bathroom, but really she left Shauna for dead and started watching a movie with her roommates. So Shauna finally realized that Mia wasn't coming back and saw her with the roommates. So she got mad and started this whole spiel about how this has been the first time people have taken her music serious, and she's trying to keep up with it because that type of support is hard to come by, which is very true, especially with music. But Shauna needs to realize that's because you made a fun song with fun lyrics. You didn't dilute it with your movement lyrics or that scary mask, and that's what people gravitated to. But while she's saying all of this, Mia is just like, girl, you sound like my baby daddy and I don't like it. And man, listen, Mia funny because it's true. And Mia feels like she is wasting her time with these lyrics Shauna is trying to use. Now, what is funny to me is when Mia was leaving and Shauna told her to drive safely, Mia got all hostile and cut Shauna off with the, oh. Like, girl, okay, calm down. So Shauna went calling her boyfriend to complain, which, I don't know why, but she did. And he was basically making her feel bad for making this type of, you know, new music with Mia. And saying how the music she was making alone was meaningful music, and trying to say how if she is seen out with Mia, it would basically mess up her reputation. Child, Mia don't have no reputation. But really what he was trying to say is it would mess up his reputation because Shauna is his girlfriend in a group with the girl he considers a porn star, and it will follow him when he decides to run for office. So basically he made the whole situation about him, but made it seem like he was looking out for Shauna. But what he didn't know was Shauna didn't care about what Mia was doing. She just wanted her music to pop. Her boyfriend is, you know, very aggravating, honestly, if we're being truthful. I personally can't wait for them to break up because it's going to happen. At least it better. Now, while Shauna is dealing with her dude, Mia is back at her night job, you know, making sure she secures her coins with one of her sugar daddies. And, you know, talking to him on the phone and getting him all hyped up and excited. Now, it's her little sugar daddy, but I'm not sure she is giving up the sugar because I don't even think they met. But maybe soon we'll get, you know, that backstory. Yeah. So afterwards, Mia was just chilling. She seen a story from Lamont talking about how people be bitter when they see you following your dreams, especially when they don't have none of their own. But that was his way of throwing shots at Mia because she made a story about him earlier in the show, basically telling ladies that dudes that be online capping like they got it really don't. And it came after Lamont posted about, you know, the AP or Rolly or whatever kind of watch, you know, he had on his page. Now, Lamont, you knew you was wrong for saying that because that girl is not bitter about you following your dreams, but she is mad that you aren't taking care of your responsibilities. So don't get that confused. If you were doing what you were supposed to do at home for your child, she wouldn't be nagging you. But, you know, that's just baby mama, baby daddy drama child. So, Mia blocked him. But the next day, she had to deal with him anyways. Because they had to meet with their daughter, Melissa, teacher. Because Melissa around here telling the kids at the school that she would drag them to space because the kids is interrupting her as she is learning. And she is trying to focus on her schoolwork. Now, I ain't saying no mama is right for saying it. But I mean, maybe those kids, they need to shut it up so my girl can focus. So while they are in a meeting, the teacher is telling them that other than the incident, Melissa is a good student and will be good for a space program that the teacher is recommending because Melissa wants to be an astronaut. But of course, it comes with a price. So I just know Mia is thinking about, you know, finding more money for her daughter. Now, let me just say that Mia is in the meeting in person and Lamont was there virtually. So after the meeting, the two of them stayed on the phone to talk, and Mia was venting about how good of a teacher the lady was and how if she had someone in her life like that, she would have been on a better track in her life. Wouldn't have been as bad as it is. And this is like the third time Mia has said something like that, which has me thinking that she has a lot of regret with a lot of things. But one thing we can't knock is she is trying to do better for her child. That's for sure. But she's also very young, so she can definitely make things better for herself as well. And I think that's where the rap group situation is going to come into play, at least for Mia's life. Now, staying on her and Lamont conversation, I can't lie, it's something about his character that they are going to make us love. Because at first, they had us believing that he was a no good, you know, baby daddy. But really, he's just trying to follow his dreams just like Shauna. But don't get me wrong, he does have piss poor ways and will fall short when it comes to his family. But he tries to make it when he can, which, I mean, it's not enough. It's not. But I don't have kids, so, you know, I won't go too deep into that just yet. But on top of all of that, Lamont does motivate Mia in some ways, which is how I can see, you know, why they ended up together. And clearly, whatever he is doing in the studio is paying off because he sent Mia $4,000. So that's the money he owes her plus some. And that made her a little happy, and I think it motivated her to get back with Shauna and have the both of them make some things shake and get them on the same page. So they had a talk, and basically they spoke on what they wanted their vision to be for the group. And Shauna, of course, spoke on how she wants people who listens to the music to think. And Mia was like, girl, if they wanted to think, they'll go somewhere else. And that their music should be fun and sexy and in people's face and just boom, boom, clap, 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 boom. And Shauna brought up how she's not dressing up for no one. And Mia said, well, girl, you already wearing a mask. And I thought that was hilarious because, I mean, the facts are facts. You're already playing dress up. All I know is Mia let Shauna have it by basically telling her, while you're trying to run from what these dudes like, you're still letting them control you because you're trying to create content for them that isn't sexual, but they got you hidden in a hoodie and in a mask while you living in hot-ass Miami.
Bitch, we in Miami. It's hot as fuck.
Man, listen, I don't know who is trying to get into acting school, but that right there is a good monologue. That's all I say. Do with that what you will. That whole scene was good. Moving on from that talk they had, they ended up back in the studio and baby magic was made and they are on the up and up because they have balance. They have the fun and real with Mia and they have the bars from Shauna. And baby, all I know, I'm for to be ready to settle and ski, settle and ski. Now, because Shauna is having something positive in her life that is making her happy and feel like she can start having some progress in her life, it's rolling over into her relationship with Cliff. And she called him up on her, let's get virtual freaking, have fun sex, baby. Even though he didn't deserve it, but they had them a little moment. And it was a lame ending to the episode only because, you know, I don't care for Cliff or whatever. But nah, it was a good, it was a good ending. And they both apologized to each other, but I still don't see them staying together. So we'll see. With that being said, you already know what it is and how it goes down over here. Like this video and show your girl some love. Comment your thoughts and let's discuss what you thought of season 1, episode 2 of Rap Shit and where you think things are headed. And last but certainly not least, subscribe and join the Queen, baby. Bye.